Welcome back. I hope you enjoy this one. I start taking the engine apart, and, well, I don't get that far. At least not as far as I wanted. Thanks for watching.
I'm back again. Wow, look at that. 2 videos all back to back.
Yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh, God.
Well, one weekend after another. Okay, last time I was with you, I put the wheels back on the airplane. Oh, they are so nice. They run so smooth. Right now, I got so much to do, but I figure I'm going to do something that has been nagging at me for a little while, and that's start the disassembly of some of the engine, because I do have to inspect the bearings. Now, one of the things I've got are these 2 manuals, the preventative maintenance and the 2-stroke engine manual. So they're going to help me with the engine. I also have the manuals from Quad City Challenger. Oops, sorry, too low. Got to remember how to use a camera again. And the redrive on here, the reduction gear drive. I got a concern. Let me put the camera down and show you. This redrive here, the belt tension, according to the manual, was if you take a 3/8 inch dowel or rod or something, you place it on here, and you place a straight edge, that's how much deflection you're supposed to get. Well, it's guitar string tight, and that's how I got it. It's probably been sitting that way for 7 years, 8 years, where it's just like, I mean, this is, wow, tight. So I have a concern. I have a concern that maybe it's, you know, sitting like that, has it created a low spot on the bearings or something? I don't know. So we got to figure this out. So follow along today while I start the disassembly of this Rotax 503 engine. It's not the 582; it's the older version. And how am I going to put this? If I find that the main bearings on the crankshaft experienced some corrosion while sitting all those years. Now, it was fogged, but if they experienced any corrosion, my understanding is that, yes, I can buy a new crankshaft with the bearings, but is it worth it at this point? I got to really seriously start considering, do I just upgrade to the 582 or to a different engine altogether? Because apparently the 582 is discontinued as of now. There's lots of stock out there. Like the pipeline is full of 582s, and they will be for the next 10 years at least. But yeah, these are things to consider. You know, it would give me more horsepower and everything else. I don't want to. I don't want to spend the money, but I might have to. If the crankshaft and everything else proves good, like the bearings are good and everything is perfect, great, then I'm going to fly it. But well, we're going to have to start doing some disassembly to find out. So that's what the project is for today, is to take the redrive off and start taking this thing apart. Let's see how far I get. Follow along. I'm going to move the camera to a more advantageous, oh, maybe up here. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to move it up here. All right. That might be too high. That's a bird's eye view. Let's drop it down a foot. All right. Let's see how that looks. I don't have a monitor at the front of this little action cam, so I have no idea what you see until I get to editing. Hopefully it works out. Let's get to the wrenching. All right, where to start? Redrive. Start there.
20 minutes later.
I think somebody likes to tighten bolts. Oh, I hope that wasn't framed. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. I don't feel any low spots. Looks like it. No, there's no movement. Very smooth. That's good. Okay, so.
Two very boring minutes later.
Okay, here's where I use a bearing, actually it's a puller, to remove the drive pulley, I guess, for the redrive. And you'll notice at the very end of the video you hear a little clang bang. Well, that's when it broke loose, and then I could remove it. So it's on there pretty tight, which is good. That means that it wasn't slipping, which would have been a very, very bad thing.
Well, it's not keyed. It's just tapered. Fair enough. Okay.
Well, at this point I couldn't decide if I was going to put music or something in here. I decided narration. You've all seen engine disassembly before, so of course I'm fast forwarding through a lot of it, and I've trimmed in a whole lot of time off as well. Right now what you see me pulling the spark plugs, and I blow on them to get the oil off of them because there's a bit of oil from the fogging, and I'm checking the condition of the spark plugs, which is the canary in the coal mine in a lot of cases for the health of an engine. And here I'm going to remove the oil pump, the oil injection pump, because it's a two-stroke. And it's at this point that I'm going to notice, well, I'm going to need some specialty tools. I thought maybe I can get it, with what I've got, but no. Since I've done this work on the engine, I have gone on the net, and yeah, there is a wrench that you need to hold the fan in place to remove it and make adjustments and so on. So, anyways, you'll see this in a minute.
Plan B?
Of course, Plan B. What is Plan B?
I gotta come back. I gotta get some other sockets, some bigger ones, and I might actually have to buy a specialty tool. So I remember seeing something about a tool to hold this fan so I can take this nut off. We'll have to see. Have to see. See what there is. Okay, well, made progress today. Not as much progress as I would have liked. So if this ends up being the end of the video, well, sorry about that. It's going to be a little on the short side. I am quite impressed with the fact that this is, oh, hang on, pull one out. Very smooth running. So yeah, I'm optimistic that the bearings are going to be fine. I know the seals are shot because it's old. They're probably cracked up, that kind of stuff. So the engine seals have to be replaced. At the ends of the crankshaft. I have a set. As a matter of fact, I have rubber for everything here. I got all the rubber pieces, replacement pieces, gaskets, everything to disassemble and reseal this engine to make it good. So, yeah, sorry, this is going to be a bit of a shorter video today. I got to go and check to see what I need to remove these two here, if there's a specialty tool. I'm going to need it because this fan belt eventually has to be replaced again. And yeah, it's not something that that you can just let slide. It is definitely an annual inspection item, the fan belt for the cooling fan. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully this, is a little entertaining. I'm learning as I'm going. I have never disassembled one of these engines before. I've read the manual. I've done all that, and I've caught up on as much as I can. It's not that I haven't worked on engines before. I have rebuilt everything from snowmobile engines and boat engines and car and motorcycle, a lot of motorcycle engines. Actually, a lot of car engines too, mostly V8s. So I'm not a newbie in that regard. It's just I haven't seen this specific engine. I have not disassembled one. So I'm kind of taking my time at it and keeping track of what I'm doing. So I'm sure there's going to be a million opinions on what I should not be doing or should be doing or whatever. Okay. But as it sits right now, I'm going to leave it like it is here, and I am going to pack up the tools. And what time is it? Oh my, it's 6 o'clock. I've been here in the hangar for 6.5 hours. So got here 11:30 and did some other stuff which is on the previous video, and then working on this here. So again, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Criticize if you like. You know, it's all good. Give advice if you've got it. If you've worked on this engine, the Rotax 503. Like I say, I am part of the Rotax forum, and I do pay to the Rotax group. Like there's an annual fee so that you can get into their videos and all the extras, not have you. So I do have the resources to use for this. But like I say, right now I'm going to stop it at this point because I need to remove this fan and this pulley, and I believe I need a specialty tool to hold the fan, or maybe I have to make one. Maybe I'll make one, get the welder out, something to hold that so that I can undo that. And likewise, this pulley over here has got to come off. It has to come off because I got to change the engine seal, which means I got to break it right there and pull this assembly off to get to that end. Heads are going to come off, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hit that little like and ring the bell and subscribe, and leave a comment if you're watching this. Leave a comment, let me know, you know, if you're learning something or if you're just curious. So yeah, thanks for watching. I shall clean up and grease the oily, and head home and have supper. See you later. Keep your stick on the ice.
Roll credits, and here we go. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you again in the hangar. Bye-bye.